What's up, guys? So I'm going to show you how to change your oil on your D21 Nissan. It's very simple. I just want to make this video just in case someone wants to look it up and they don't exactly have time to look up, or they may not have I don't know, the manual or something like that. So I'm going to show you your jack points too. So we already got our floor jack ready to go, so let's start. So first, let's point out our jack points. So you can either hit the cross member, which is this bar right here. Let me point to it so you can see. I don't have gloves on, so my hands are gonna get dirty. But right here, this is your cross member bar. Right under the oil pan, cross member. You could jack it from there because it's pretty sturdy and it doesn't really move. But also, on the side of these trucks here, there's this whole bar metal type structure here you can jack from. So it goes all the way to the back of the truck. So typically I use right here, this area, and just jack it on up. So let's do that. It popped, ready to go. We're gonna drain the oil and do the filter. But first, I want to let you know what oils you can use. You can use 5W30 or 10W30. Most people use 5W30 in the summertime when it's really hot because it's a thinner oil. But I like to use 10W30 all the time because I just noticed my truck runs way smoother with it. It's a little bit thicker, so I just feel better with 10W30. I mean, I'm just gonna start using it year round. So I went to 5W30. I really didn't like how the truck drove. It just sounded funny. I heard more noise, you know, so I'm switching back. I feel like 10W30. We're under the truck now, and we located our oil pan bolt, which is gonna be under the cross member. It's gonna be right here. You can see it. So you get your oil catch pan, and then you're gonna want to make sure you have a oil pan washer. They look like this. Make sure you don't get a different kind. Make sure they look like this, because a lot of people don't replace that and they end up having leaks. I still have an oil leak. I think it's coming from my oil pan though, because I did it and I don't think I sealed it properly, and I'm just too lazy to do it again. But eventually I'm gonna have to face that problem. But so let's get started. We're gonna crack this bolt off here. Alright, let me position my camera. Crack this bolt loose here. Make sure you get a 14 as well. I don't know if I mentioned that. This is a size 14. Alright, so just crack that bad boy loose. Then just get it with your hand. Oil's gonna shoot out, so you can try to get your hand out of the way, but most times you won't be able to. But no, got a little bit on my hand. Alright, so I don't have much oil in my truck, as you can see. It's black as hell too, so it's needed to be changed. Got our washer with our pan bolt on here. So we're gonna go ahead and let that drain, then we're gonna get to the filter. Alright, so now we are under the car and we're gonna get to the oil filter, which is, see it right there? We got a Fram Tough Guard on there. So I'm gonna just get right here, twist if I can. It's not happening. Okay. So let's see. Maybe I can get it this other way. Okay, there we go. So we got it twisted. Just kind of twist that with your hand. See oil coming down. Let me straighten up this pan here because it's starting to drip. Alright. Luckily we didn't get too much of a mess. Alright, so I'm just twisting lightly with my hand. There you go. This is the dumbest place for an oil filter, but this is how they made it. It's dumb. I hate it. So, almost like 2 more turns. Okay, so. So, we got our filter. And you can let it drop or you can catch it. But let's see. That's it. That's how you get it off. So we're gonna pull it out here. I gotta put the phone down, but alright. So we pulled our old oil filter off. This is the new one. They say they recommend not to use Fram stuff, but whatever. I use it. You got a little bit on the side there, but who cares? So let's see where I can stick it in. It's really tight right here, so it's retarded to find a nice spot to get it, run it through. But it could be done. I thought before I ran it through right here, but I guess not. Alright, so I'm gonna have to run it through the top. So you can pull it out this way too. Just set it down in there this way. Get past all these hoses. Bam, set it down like that. And then just line it up from the other side. And so it's right there. I strongly recommend wearing gloves. If you don't have gloves, wear some gloves. It'll help a whole lot. Alright. So just lining ourselves up here. And it should be good. Just twist that thing on there. I don't care about a little bit of the oil that's sitting there. It don't bother me. As long as it don't stink when it's running. I doubt it. So filter is nice and snug. I don't tighten it too much. I just tighten it to where it starts slowing down. Alright, so now let's put our oil pan bolt on and our washer. What your washer is gonna want to look like when you put it on the bolt here. And it's self-explanatory, this part. Just let me get this out of the way. It's nasty under here. I gotta change the oil pan gasket. But anyway, just screw it in with your hand and then just tighten it up with the 14. You're good to go. Alright. So we're gonna tighten it up here. Okay. Oh. Like one more turn. Bam, bam, bam. Alright, so that's getting nice and tight. Good, we're good. Alright, so that's tight. Now just drop oil in. Step here, just pouring in our 10W30. So you're just gonna lean it just a bit. I spilt a little bit because I'm recording with one hand, making a mess. But that's it, guys. That's how you change your oil on your D21. Make sure you use 4 quarts even. You could use maybe a little bit like 4.2 or 4.3, but I just use 4 even most times. Alright. Thanks. Have a good one.